Hey! Commander Vandam!
Well now, look what the cat dragged in.
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less. That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked her to become a blade, little Miss Stick in the Rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow? Huh. Not much for conversation, are you?
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment. Whoa there, Itchy Trigger. I know you're just chafing at the bit to run out there and grab the world by its tail, but you need to choose a division first. Once that's all hashed out, we can get into detail about what your first assignment's gonna be.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akalov and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen? This is their division. Interceptors have one main duty: protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads, they escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigene that moves.
And you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out. Everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable. Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, Curators. Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigens.
Next? All right, Prospectors. Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, Outfitters. All of our ground gear and scale weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators. It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate. Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigents, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this. All right, you ready to choose?
Yeah, and? We're on pins and needles here.
Then it's settled?
All right. Thank God that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a Blade.
Congrats, and welcome.
I know you're gonna do great.
Now for the job. Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
All right, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that. What? They've seen us!
Flame grenade! Shatter! Flame grenade! Flame grenade! Flame grenade! Flame grenade!
Lay down and cover fire!
Fire it!
And it's dead!
Flame grenade! Through armor! Flame grenade! Scream edge! Flame grenade! Move in and do some damage! Flame grenade! Looks like you've got no choice. Early bird.
Fire carnival!
Sliding slinger. Sliding slinger.
Fire carnival!
Slinger. Now, melee attack. Flame grenade. Flame grenade.
Sliding carnival!
Flame grenade.
You guys,
All right with it. I appreciate the help. Shadow strike. Flame grenade.
Fire carnival!
Slinger. Stream edge. I'm not afraid to do this
Where did they all
alone.
come from?
Shadow strike.
Where did they all come from?
Looks like we've got a newcomer. Reinforcements. Watch
Watch out!
Flame grenade! Shadow face! Flame grenade! Flame grenade!
Now, fire!
Flame grenade! 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 Flame grenade!
On anything.
Flame grenade! Flame grenade! Flame grenade! Flame grenade! Flame grenade!
Watch out!
Flame grenade! Flame grenade!
Attention now, it's my turn!
Flame grenade! Flame grenade! Flame grenade! Flame grenade! Flame grenade!
Shadow strike!
Flame grenade!
Shadow strike!
Flame grenade! Flame grenade! Assault! Flame grenade!
Have the shot!
Flame grenade! Assault! Flame grenade! Flame grenade!
Ready? Some damage!
Too bad! Flame grenade! Flame grenade! Flame grenade! Flame grenade! Flame grenade!
Appreciate the help!
Flame grenade!
Ready?
Too bad! Flame grenade!
Shadow strike!
Flame grenade! Flame grenade!
Shadow strike!
Flame grenade!
Leave this to me.
Flame grenade! Flame grenade! Flame grenade! Flame grenade!
Thank you!
Flame grenade! Flame grenade!
Efforts don't reward!
Flame grenade! Flame grenade!
Move in and do some
Flame
damage!
grenade! Flame grenade! Flame grenade! Flame grenade!
Side flash!
Flame grenade!
Side flash!
Flame
Appreciate it!
Flame grenade!
Shadow runner!
Flame grenade!
Shadow strike!
Flame grenade!
Shadow strike!
Flame grenade! Flame grenade! Flame grenade!
Now, it's my turn!
Flame grenade! Flame grenade!
Shadow strike!
Flame grenade! Flame grenade! Flame grenade!
Green edge! Appreciate it!
Flame grenade! Flame grenade! Flame grenade!
Have the shot!
Fire!
Use an aura! Get control of the battle!
Flame
Shadow
grenade!
strike!
Flame grenade!
Pendant destroyed!
Flame
Move in
grenade!
and strike!
I think even my cooking got better.
hammer! Assault shadow strike! Flame grenade! Shadow strike!
Fire carnival! Slide!
Flame grenade!
Wild dash!
Nice! Flame grenade! Damage! Flame grenade! Shadow strike! Flame grenade!
Wild dash!
Flame grenade!
Slide! Wild dash!
Destroyed! Move in and strike!
What's the limit?
Flame grenade! Flame grenade! Flame grenade!
Fire carnival!
Flame grenade!
Shadow
Flame
strike!
grenade!
Strength comes from your skills.
Flame grenade!
Move off!
Flame grenade!
Shadow strike!
Assault hammer!
Fire
Flame grenade!
Fire
Flame
carnival!
grenade! Flame grenade!
Fire carnival!
Shadow strike! Flame grenade! Flame grenade! Move in and do some damage! Flame grenade!
Slide!
Flame grenade!
Slide!
Flame grenade!
Slide!
Flame grenade!
Scream independent destroy!
Assault
Move in and strike! Carnival! Slide! Well,
Flame grenade!
and you get
Flame grenade!
shadow strike!
Flame grenade! Flame grenade!
Slide! Well,
Flame grenade! Spectacularly done. We got him. Let's move.
Didn't have to be like this.
punch first! Up
Flame
later!
grenade! Ready? Too bad! Flame grenade!
I appreciate the help.
Fire carnival!
Flame grenade!
Move it!
Lasers? Flame grenade!
Shadow strike!
Flame grenade!
Side slash!
Flame grenade!
Leave the
Assault
scene!
hammer! Flame grenade!
Damn. I knew we would have heard from them by now.
It was definitely fighting something. But this damage, it's not the usual claw or bite marks.
No signs of the team. If they were eaten, we'd know it. So did they walk away, or were they taken? Right. Either way, they couldn't have gotten very far. Let's keep looking.
Hold up, Elma. Check this out. I'm picking up an Earth-based IFF signal coming from that direction. It's Pathfinder.
That thing over there, maybe?
It doesn't look natural, does it?
No, it doesn't. It looks like trouble.
And look at this. I'm picking up readings for other life forms, too. Multiple signals, moving around inside the structure. Elma, you don't think...
I think you're right. Look at their movements. They're controlled, orderly. They're definitely not wild animals. Now the question is, are they native to Mira? Or are they visitors like us? And if so, from where?
You think it's one of the forces that destroyed Earth?
Let's not jump to any conclusions. It's a big universe out there. Of course, we shouldn't rule it out either.
Should we call this into HQ?
Yes, but not from here. If If we're picking up their signals, they might be close enough to intercept ours.
You there! Drop your weapons!
Stay calm. We don't want to provoke them.
Earth aliens! Surrender! Now!
They know about Earth? You may have been right after all, Lynn. Stand down! Did you already forget my first lesson? Fighting is a last resort. Our friends here appear to be able to speak our language. Which means we need to find out if diplomacy is a viable option.
You're right.
We come in peace, and we're willing to negotiate. If you have any Earth alien prisoners, we'd ask the conditions for their release. If you don't, we'll leave you in peace.
No negotiations. No conditions. We have our orders. All Earth aliens must die.
Have to be like this.
Flame grenade!
I appreciate your help.
Flame grenade! Flame grenade!
Move in if you
Flame
can.
grenade! Flame grenade! Flame grenade! Infuriate! Assault hammer! Shadow assault hammer! Assault hammer! Scream edge! Assault hammer! Must be relentless! Scream edge! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Assault hammer!
Not possible.
So much for the diplomatic approach. What's the deal with wanting us all dead anyway?
Yeah, I wonder. They did mention they were following orders. Maybe someone higher up their chain of command would be willing to negotiate.
But I won't stop there!
Lynn, can you give us an approximate location for that IFF signal?
Let's see. Seems to be originating from that building over there.
Then we'd better get moving. There's no time to lose.
Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Assault edge! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Assault edge! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Screen edge! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Screen edge!
I think even my cooking got better.
shall we?
Locked and loaded.
Flame grenade! Shadow strike!
Trash chuck.
Assault hammer! Scream edge! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Scream edge! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Scream edge! Assault hammer!
Fire carnival.
Shadow strike!
Wild snap.
Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Ready? Too bad! Assault hammer!
Let's keep it up.
It didn't have to be like this.
Assault hammer! Fire! Assault shadow strike! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Scream edge! Assault hammer! Assault hammer!
Fire.
Assault edge! Assault hammer!
Look who's joined us.
Flame grenade! Flame grenade!
Fire carnival.
Flame grenade!
Fire carnival.
Shadow strike!
Fire carnival.
Flame grenade! Flame grenade! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! It's time to attack! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Assault
Leave
hammer!
this to me.
Assault edge! Flame grenade!
They're awfully forward.
Flame grenade! Shadow strike! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Scream edge! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Scream edge!
Spectacularly done.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
It didn't have to be like this.
Flame grenade!
Use an aura! Get control of the
Assault
battle!
hammer! Assault
You
hammer!
attack!
Assault hammer! Assault edge! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Scream edge! Assault hammer! Assault
Shadow
hammer!
strike!
Flame grenade! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Scream edge! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Assault scream edge!
Spectacularly done! We got him. Let's move. They're all dead. You killed them all. In cold blood.
Fortune did not smile upon them today.
Nelson.
You filthy Earth aliens do not belong on this planet.
You seem more fluent than the others. Are you in charge?
I am called Glennar. I command this squad, Earth alien. Now it is time for you to surrender.
Hello, Glennar. I am called Elma, and I command this squad. If this planet is your home, we apologize for intruding. We crash-landed here after our ship was damaged in an attack by unknown adversaries. We were hoping we could negotiate a peaceful settlement in exchange for our friends, but...
Peaceful settlement? Your words are wasted on us. All we can promise Earth aliens is a swift death.
Elma.
Right. We tried. Looks like survival of the fittest it is. Fine then. Seeing as you know we come from Earth, I'm guessing there's a good chance we might have a score to settle with you anyway. have to be like this.
Rising flame! Shadow strike! Rising flame! Fire carnival! Assault Scream edge! Flame grenade!
Crash chuck!
Assault Scream edge!
Fire carnival!
Assault edge! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Assault hammer! Ready? Too bad!
Fire carnival!
Assault hammer! Flame grenade! Scream edge! Assault hammer!
Possible.
I don't get it. Why would they be so bent on killing all humans?
Who can say? Whatever the reason, this is dire news. We should let the others know ASAP. Let's call it in and head back to HQ for a full debrief.
Roger that. And here I just started to hope we'd finally escaped all this.
Escape! Yes, escape! Tatsu also want escape! Friends! Friends, don't leave Tatsu trapped!
More Xenos? What should we do?
Stay back, Lynn. What do you think, Rook?
Finally! Dance of freedom! Tatsu thanks you!
Interesting. One of the vegetables is sentient.
Talking potato? Huh. I wonder if it tastes different, too. I know what we're having for dinner tonight. You don't know it yet, new girl, but I'm a pretty mean cook.
You are mean! Mean and cruel! Tatsu definitely not potato! Tatsu explained this to dumb and smelly Prone when they take Tatsu, but Prone not listen! Prone never listen. On Nopon Brew Day, Prone first set sticky feet on Mira. Especially Tatsu. Tatsu witnessed Prone abuse firsthand. At this rate, entire Nopon race in danger. Yes, Nopon are endangered species. So really, friends have social responsibility to protect Tatsu from danger.
Uh-huh. What do you think, Elma? Bake or fry?
Wait a minute. The beings who captured you, big brutes in armor, little pointy ears?
Yes, Prone!
And they're a more recent arrival here, is that right? They're not native to this planet?
Not native, recent. If friends want more details, friends must promise to protect Tatsu. Only then will Tatsu talk.
Right. Elma, you hold him. I'll heal.
Tatsu will talk! Tatsu will talk! Friends not get Nopon sense of humor is all.
So if I understand correctly, this is your homeworld. The Nopon people are native to Mira. And then just recently, the Prone show up and quickly hunt you to the edge of extinction. Is that right?
Not just Prone. Prone and their nasty, evil buddies. Lots and lots of them.
They're buddies? You mean other alien races?
Other hungry alien races. They all gang up on Nopon. They do horrible, terrible things to Nopon. Someday, Tatsu will turn tables and eat them for a change. Tatsu has seen those eyes before. Hungry eyes, like Prone eyes. Tatsu is here to serve, not be served.
Yeah, seriously. What kind of barbarian would want to eat this little guy just like that? We should take care of him. Wash and clean him, season him.
That's right, that's right. This is exactly what Tatsu is saying. Take Tatsu to your village. Wash and clean Tatsu. Season Tatsu. Wait.
What do you think? Take him with us?
He seems harmless enough. And he'd be a good source of information on Mira and the Prone. All right. We can debrief him when we report to Commander Vandal. As long as he passes the quarantine scan, we can bring him back to New LA.
Right. let's get that out of the way. All clear.
Then Tatsu can join friends? Dance of joy! New friends are friendliest friends ever! I know! Tatsu has special thank you gift for friends for saving Tatsu's life! Tatsu will lend it to friends for free!
Lend? It's not a gift if you don't give it.
Give it away? For always? For free? This would be insulting to friends and to Tatsu. No Nopon merchant worth his salt and pepper could do such a thing. Tatsu is grateful, but Tatsu not insane.
What? It's insane to think if someone saves your life, you might actually show them some real... And he's not even listening.
Friend, do you ever get lost? Tired of bulky maps and flawed memory? Friend jokes with Tatsu. Joke funny now, but joke not so funny when friend wander into Loafedville Lake on accident. Presenting Follow Ball! Follow Ball is #1 ultimate best super secret must-have Nopon item. If friends get lost out in wild, friends just follow Ball of Light to safety. And now it's yours, for free, to borrow! For now, anyway.
Really? Follow Ball? That's the best name you could come up with for your super special thing?
Meh? What would friend prefer? Fancy name no one understands so friend can feel smart? Now, time for Nopon Dance of Generosity.
I don't know. Is that thing really gonna be all that useful? What if it's a trap or boom? It just blows up in our faces.
Ah yes, that reminds Tatsu. If Follow Ball get damaged, Tatsu need to charge friends full price, plus restock fee.
So much for Dance of Generosity.